If you have any inkling of going way off grid and off road, then you want a trailer that can do that with you, and the PAUSE Reboot 19.6 that is right here can do it. Let's check it out. The PAUSE Reboot Edition 19.6 from Palomino is something really cool, a new product that we just got here. This thing really did arrive. We had a little weather blow through, so we got a little dirty, as it should be, because it's an off-grid, off-road trailer. And take a look at this. You can see right off the bat that it has the MORride Huck Rivet Aluminum frame, and that's the framing down below. It is in the walls. It is incredibly well insulated. It is designed for 4 seasons. We'll show you some B-roll later of how buttoned up it is underneath. The tanks get heat, so many things, and there are options, and we're gonna have to talk about those. But tell you what, let's get beyond that. Let's go inside and take a look. All right, welcome aboard. The Reboot 19.6 is a PAUSE Reboot 19.6. It's made by Palomino, and there's going to be a lot to cover in this video because these trailers are new and there are some really cool options, and I'm going to try to point those out as we go through them, but it is likely that you're going to want some details that I might not catch, so do check the video description down below in your video player here on YouTube to get the details that you might need, whether it be lengths and heights and weights, capacities, and things like that. I try to put those in the details below. This particular trailer is special not just because of the way it's built and all that, but it does have a lot of the options on board. Again, I'll try to point those out. But while we're here, it is special just because of what it is. Look at how nice, modern, clean, not overly, I don't know, aggressive, and yet still just very pleasant. The surfaces, they are, I would say, kind of a matte or a satin kind of surface, but the colors are muted enough that you can add any pop or splash of color on any palette that you want and make it your own, and you're good to go. Let's talk about fit. For me, at 6'5" in my shoes and a little bit more with the little beanie right here, I have lots of airspace. It does not matter where I walk in this trailer, I am not really ducking. Now, if I'm jumping on the bed as my son would, then I'd have problems, but I don't make a habit of that anymore, Mom. Okay, so the bed area. This is a true 60 by 80 bed, and it crinkles a little because the mattress is still wrapped in plastic. This is a 59-inch television, and it is not a 12-volt because this trailer has a massive 3,000-watt inverter from Victron on it, so you don't need to have a 12-volt TV. You can have a regular TV plugged into that inverter, and you're good to go. So all the connections are here. Down at the footboard, you have a little bit of a shelf, and you have some storage capacity down here. Really nice cubbies up here, and everything has these wonderful push button latches to make sure when you are rumbling up and down some uneven terrain, it doesn't come open when you don't want it to. But when it is open, let's look at how deep that cubby is. There's 3 of them. They're all the way through, and I would say they're venturing on that 18, 19, maybe even 20 inches deep, but the roof does slope at the top, so it gets a little bit less tall as you go further back. One thing that you're going to notice all throughout this camper is it has a very nice feel because of indirect lighting. Here's some of it right here. None of the light directly in your eyes, and it's all switched. Let me see if I can remember which switch does what. This switch is for the lighting over the bed, and those are disc kind of inset puck lights, and they are not aggressive to your eyes whatsoever. Let's see here. Then this is, there we go. I'm going to show the switches. So this indirect lighting all the way around is really fantastic, and we have it above. We also have it at our feet, so something to just know. It's a pleasant feel in here. You have great windows all the way around, and you're going to see 2 styles. You're going to have this kind of automotive windshield style window on this nose cap, and on the sides you have these awning style windows, and I'll show you how those work here in a moment. You have your fire extinguisher as a door, A little bit of storage over here, and I wouldn't say a little bit, it's actually a lot of bit of storage. Another nice area, you can do with it what you want. Some people will put shelves in here, but it does have a hanging bar. It's deep enough to have considerable amount of clothes. It could be a pantry as well. You might not need it because of the other storage. A cubby here. Down below is a very nice, I'd say like bedstand area, horizontal surface. And you have your 110 plugs, but in the outlet for the 110 plugs, in several different places, you will have the 110 outlet, but also in the same outlet, you will have a USB-A style port and a USB-C. And next to it, I have a circular or cigarette style 12 volt port as well right here. Now, you may not be able to see it where I'm standing right now, but I'll roll in some B-roll. Right here on this face is the controls for a really nice Truma hot water and heater furnace unit that this trailer is optioned with. So it gives you really quick hot water, but it also gives you ducted heating all the way around this trailer so that heat rises up evenly across the entire floor, foot space, and rises up. It's a little bit quieter, it's more efficient. Truma makes good products anyways. This is one of my favorite ones. It's one of their Truma combi units. Right here, I have another deep amount of storage. Same latch, comes out good. You can see how nice this is finished out. I do have some accessory packs. I guess this is really the manuals and things like that. They'll come with it. But you'll notice that they're in nice accessory bags too. It's a very deep, well-made, satisfying drawer. It gives you a little bit of resistance right here at the end. Soft close. So a nice build, nice feel to that. Now, I don't see that lifting up the bed gives me any access to any storage because from the outside is a massive pass-through storage bay. We'll show you that outside, but you can't access it from inside. It is deep and wide, if you will, from side to side. That's goofy, but I said it anyways. Right here at the end of the cabinet is a little bit of a showstopper in the PAUSE unit, so I'm going to have the camera come around and we're going to talk about that. This is what I was talking about. This is the Garmin One system. It's way more than a Garmin navigation system. This really is the electronic brain of everything in any PAUSE trailer, whether it be the PAUSE trailers or the Reboot. And depending on what equipment you have on it, it can do so much. Turns out this trailer has a lot of that equipment. So let's talk about it. This is your kind of homepage. You can black it out at night so it's not shining light and what have you, but we'll just wake it up. On the home screen, you can see your basic audio functions because you have great sound in here. You have some speakers underneath the dinette cabinetry and you have speakers outside. It's Bluetooth and stereo radio if equipped, but let's go to this beautiful emblem here. It's the PAUSE emblem, and you're going to see that we have icons down the side. This tells you where we're currently, which is kind of a cold snap for us here in Texas, is 49 degrees inside, and we can see our current tank levels, fresh, gray, black water, and then we can turn on and off all interior, exterior lights or exterior lights, water pump on off, water heater on off. We can open the lid, if you will, to the power fan, air in, air out. There's a lot of stuff right there on the home screen. We can see the health of our batteries. I'm going to go down here to the light bulb, which is really about the lighting throughout. And so if I go over here to the living room, I can adjust all the way around the camper. And that really messed with your lighting, didn't it? Okay. And we can go to, I just turned on the outside light in the rear of the camper and the front light on the front of the camper whenever you're hitching up or checking, I don't know, propane bottles. And we have the white door side light. We have the amber door side light. We have the awning light, all right here. We can do all exterior lights or all interior lights pretty easily. I'm going to go down to this icon. It's your water droplet icon. And we can check our tanks. This is a new camper, just arrived. So there's no water in those tanks. But we also have water pump, water heater, and heated tanks because this is in fact a 4-season trailer. And I'm going to come down to our power. Now this is where it gets really, really brainy, but you can see power coming in, power going out, there's distribution and whatnot. So probably a discussion for another time, but all the information is right there, and it's talking to your Victron system, which I'll show you in a minute. And then this one is talking specifically to a very nice option that is on this specific trailer. The PAUSE Reboot trailers can come with a really cool off-road MORride suspension that uses shear springs that are incredible. Gives you about 5-ish inches of travel, but this PAUSE Reboot has a MORride air suspension, which gives you way more travel. We're talking in the range of, I believe, something like 12 to 15 inches. I'll have that in the specs below, but you can also do something really cool. You can level the trailer side to side using the suspension. So it rides and pulls incredibly well on highway and off-road, but you can just, wait for it, air up and air down so that you level your trailer right there. And you can do master controls, things like that. So again, this Garmin unit is something else. It would take a real deep dive. So I'm going to go ahead and black that out. Sensors to, they just kind of monitor the room temperature and things like that. I'm going to move back before I geek out too much, but not too far, because on the side of this cabinet is, again, one of those outlets that is 120, but on the side of it here, we have a A-type USB port and a C-type. Then we have your awning controls right here, because it's a beautiful awning. It's a carefree, armless awning outside. And then we have these switches, which it's kind of like a little just click switch, and it gets all of these overhead lights all at once. And then we have various light switches. This one is for under cabinet lights. This one is for your floor lights down at the feet. Again, all indirect, very nice lighting. And this one is actually right where you're sitting. The light is turning on and off right now over the bed. Okay, there you go. And I guess it's time to come back to the kitchen. We are in the kitchen now, and let's go ahead and get the safety out of the way. Right above me, staring me in the face, is a smoke detector, which is in the right place because we're cooking here. Now, these cabinets have a lot of storage. It's really nice, but it's a nice satiny kind of matte finish. They all use that very positive locking mechanism to keep them shut. And when we open them, you'll notice that it is really well built, but also can accommodate whatever system you want. Put in your own shelves or not, and you're good to go. But look at some of the things. It has goodies in here. This is a tire pressure monitoring system. Tire pressure monitoring system comes with the trailer. Happens to be here. And you'll see some panels in the back wall. And around this trailer in different places, you'll find these little pulls. And typically you'll find that there's just access to equipment that you won't typically need access to, but there it is. That's why you have those panels. This one's screwed down because I bet you don't have to access that very often. Down below, you're going to see it's lit up nicely because, again, under cabinet lighting on this side, over the bed, and over the dinette is really nice. Nothing in your eyes, whether it be above, below, at the floor, doesn't matter. Good counter space. This surface is very satisfying. It feels like stone. It isn't, but it's so nice and easy to clean. The sink, it is, as you would kind of expect these days, a very high arch, kind of wand style, and the sink is nice. That is a good size. It's not too much. It is not too little. It's about maybe 6.5 inches deep, and probably about, I'd say, 14 inches across, 12 this way. And look at this, a very nice cutting board to keep as a cover. This may be something you've seen before, but it is actually a charging port. I'm going to push down this little ring and pull up. And you have 110, and you have two USB-A style right there, and it gets out of the way for you. Come down to the stove, and you have fan and light, and a very nice 3-burner situation going on right here. This is a Furrion 3-burner stove. You can see it has lighted dials. PJ likes to say that she would maybe use these as a nightlight, you know, just to get around the cabin. All good. So there we are. It is a nice stove. I might be using the word nice too often. I will work on my linguistics and my repertoire. This microwave is a gray stone. It does all the microwavy things. So if you have to bring your hot pocket, store them here, cook them there. Down here, underneath the countertop, we do have, let's start with the storage here right underneath the sink, because it is a good, fantastic amount of storage. And it goes all the way to the wall. It's this whole width, very understandable, very usable. I'll let you come up with what you'd want to put there. But next comes our drawer storage, because obviously drawers are fantastic. And all of these have that wonderful soft close, so it's very satisfying. You'll notice it's finished out nicely. All good to go. Underneath this microwave, we have a rather large drawer. Good for those pots, those pans, things that you're going to need incidentally for cooking or whatever you want to make of it. I do have one more here. I'm going to roll in B-roll because I'm in the way, but great drawer right there. Let's go ahead and find out how nice this refrigerator is. And I have to figure out the latch because it's a new trailer to me. There we go. Aha, that's how it works. It has a little release right there. Saw it here first, folks. Little release right there, and then you're good to go for the top and the bottom. And it is a nice size freezer, a nice size refrigerator, very adjustable from the shelves to the crisper to the organization on the door. And look, a little tip here, super freeze. You can keep your fish for 1 to 2 months, your chicken or poultry for 4 to 6 months, or your, I'm going to guess that's ham or beef for 6 to 12 months. I'm not really sure what that is, but now you know. Up above me is a Truma Aventa. Now, that is one of the options in the Reboot lineup from PAUSE. So, look at this, the Truma Aventa. The standard equipment is in the video description below, but the Aventa is a nice upgrade. Coming forward, look at this wonderful skylight. Now, it's not a clear one, which you might kind of be back and forth on, but what it does is it makes a super residential soft light feel, which is great for video, and it feels great, but we also have the ability to darken it up if we want to. Let's go ahead and roll across to this dinette and the storage around it. Again, I can't say enough, indirect lighting is fantastic, and we do have storage all the way across. Same storage, same latches, same story, which is, it's good. Underneath, you're going to find the puck style lights for the dinette. Great look. And you also find those speakers I was talking about for your music. This table is so good. Now, I am a large-ish person. It's 6'4" and 220 plus pounds. And this is a great table. You're gonna notice it's pretty stable. Now, it is a 2-pole system, but it's not your typical just press fit poles to hold it in place. These have a very special kind of locking key mechanism, in which case you can set those poles in place and then you can tighten them to give it a little bit more surety, if you will. And it's a nice fit. This can be made into a nice bed, a nice sleeping area, good for 1, medium-sized human or two small-sized humans, it would work rather nice. The cushions are a very nice feel. It's a nice leatherette, easy to clean, good dense foam. They didn't really mess around there. So now we're at this wonderful window. It's kind of a picture window situation while you're at this great dinette. And I'm going to open it up for you, but let's talk about some of the features real quick. Bug screen that can pull down if you have it open. You want to keep the bugs out. Blackout shade to pull up. You can go halvesies if you want to. So that's really cool. And it is a dual pane. So it's actually a real thick window because there's a pane, there's some gas in between, and another pane, and it's impact resistant. So it's really good. I'm going to open this up. I already have that far one unlatched. Push a little button, twist to unlock. And there's basically two levels of opening this up awning style. I like awning style windows because they act like, I mean, if the rain's coming down slowly and it's really coming down versus sideways, then you can have it open and not have water come in. I'm going to go ahead and click that out to one level. That's super nice. If you want more, you can click that up to, I missed it, there. And it is very open. And you saw what happened if I went beyond that. It would release and come back down. If you want a little bit of a gap right around the area, the end, you want it pretty much closed, but you want some airflow, then you can twist that latch just on that first latch point. And it keeps a little bit of an air gap right around the edge, right around that seal. But I caution you, do not leave that in that position, that condition, when you're going to travel, because wind can get in that gap and start to pull on the window. So we're going to go ahead and, again, unlatch these and bring it all the way shut. Compress that gasket, that seal, and you are good to go. Nice windows. All the windows around the bed, except for the front window on the front cap and over the kitchen area, are like that. We do need to talk about some of the gear underneath these seats because that's what you have. Now, from a usability standpoint, you do have some outlets over here underneath the dinette. And then I also see that you have your carbon monoxide and propane detector over on this side, just to keep you safe. You'll see some venting over here because you have some Victron equipment over there. Let's go take a look. Now, underneath this seat of the dinette is an entire suite of really nice Victron equipment. It's all matched, and you'll have your 3000 watt inverter, your MPPT solar controllers, your DC to DC charger, all Victron, all matched. It really can do more than should be in this video. It'd be a technical video at that point, but it's incredible stuff. On the other side over here is your battery bay. Now, standard is going to come with one Battle-Born lithium-ion battery, but they have two upgrade packages for power, and it's mind-boggling. I'm going to try to get this right. Level 1 package could be 540 amp hours of lithium-ion battery and 600 watts of solar on the roof and a 300 watt foldable panel that you can put out in the sun if you need to. But your next level, your third level of power could be 1080 watts of Battle-Born lithium-ion batteries, which is what this particular trailer has, and 800 watts of solar on the roof, which this trailer has, and two 300 watt folding solar panels to make 600 watts that you can put out in the sun, which this trailer has. So again, there's a lot of options that can be had on the PAUSE Reboot trailers, and this one has a boatload of power in an RV. Let's go check out those bunks. These are those bunks that I was talking about, and it fits beautifully with the look, the aesthetic, the feel of this trailer. There's a great mattress. You're going to notice it's really the perfect size for small humans or kids. Really nice. Both bunks have one of those dual pane windows, top, bottom. Both have a light in there. I don't see charging ports, which I oftentimes do, but I don't this time. And it's just a nice clean set of bunk beds. In the bathroom, well, it's It's nice. So it does have a sliding door right here. It has just a very nice positive mechanical catch system, release system. Light switch, toilet paper holder, hand towel holder, all the things, all the holders you could possibly want. The shower in here, this is the upgrade, okay? So there's two versions. This is the upgraded version. It's one piece shower surround with nice ledges, and you'll notice a nice little texture on the back here, so it just feels higher end. Easy to clean, and a skylight. I'm gonna go ahead and step into it. Now you're gonna notice I'm in my shoes, a little bit taller than normal, but there I'm fully standing in my shoes with a beanie on top, and I'm good to go from a height standpoint. Hand wand, very nice situation there. Rounded towel bar to keep that curtain a little bit off of your skin. And then mirror, again, puck lighting, indirect lighting, and a good amount of space around this sink. You do have a plug here to, I don't know if you need to plug in, razor, electric razor, hair dryer, what have you. It is on a GFCI plug, and then storage right here for any number of incidentals, towels, things like that. But at the top is this really cool cellular data booster, and so it's 4G, it's 5G, and depending on what plan you're using to connect to, it could help you to stream HD television, so you can get a game on that really cool 59-inch TV. You might not be into the game. Whatever program you're into, you might be able to catch it. So there you go, same latches, storage down below. This is right behind the toilet. And then you have some more storage underneath the sink, and I'll roll in some B-roll for that. And then right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and have a seat so you can see the fit here. This is a true porcelain toilet. So it's very residential feeling. Good amount of space. It's a dry bath scenario because the toilet doesn't have to get wet when the shower is going. And then I'm gonna go ahead and see if this door, I clear. Here we go. So there you have it. There's not much more on the inside of this. I do see that the floor is a very nice flooring. It's a nice trailer in here. And the fact that it can go way off-road, well, let's go take a look. The suspension and the build is part of it, so let's go outside and see what we can see there. It is time to do the outside tour, and this is one of those things where you go, is that a glass door or not? Well, not this part actually. It's shiny like it is, but this is the window part. It is glass, and it's nice. But when I first came to this trailer, this handle is not your standard RV handle. It's all metal, and it's very satisfying whether you're dealing with the exterior or interior. Such a nice handle. I think I will be upgrading the handle on my trailer to that. Closing it now. Nice, solid situation. And we have MORride steps. You're going to be hearing MORride quite often as we go around the exterior, because MORride is foundational to the high quality, the ruggedness, the overbuilt nature of any of the PAUSE products. MORride steps, MORride Huck screwed all aluminum frame. We're rolling some B-roll so you can see underneath that frame is immaculate, and it is very, very clean underneath, all buttoned up. This is a 4-season trailer, so they want to make sure that you're protected from the elements and from the environment that you're pulling it through. I'm going to go ahead and come around here. You're going to notice that it has pretty aggressive tires, but these blue arms kind of indicate that this is a MORride suspension. The standard MORride suspension here is really good. I mean, just really good for travel off-road. And I forget the name of that system, but they use a Shear spring, very unique in the industry, cool product, but there is an option, and this trailer has it. This is their air suspension. Again, a MORride product, but it gives you way more travel, an incredible ride, the ability to level this trailer using that Garmin unit inside once you're set up. So your camping spot doesn't have to be even remotely level, and you can probably level out and have the exact spot you want to park and camp at. Really, really cool. Powder coated, heavy duty, all the way around. Just to appreciate what goes on with any of the PAUSE products, but these reboots also have so much really nice CNC work all the way around. You'll see it, even the edging on the rack on top. A beautiful armless awning with LED lights, speakers outside. I'm gonna come around the back. I have a little bit of storage, it's kind of like the boot in the back here. Slam latches, lockable, magnetic hold open, and then this heavy duty bar to mount tires or whatever else you want to. It has your backup camera, more of that CNC work. You'll be able to see the little PAUSE logos at the top that I was talking about, right up on that upper edge. So what a great finish there. Coming around, you'll see those beautiful windows for the bunks in the back. And this is that Truma system. I'm gonna open it up briefly, and you're gonna see that it's a real sophisticated system, and it is almost immediate hot water. This thing's good to go. I mean, you open the hot water tap inside or outside, and it's but a brief moment before you're getting hot water right then, right there. I love this particular Truma system. And then right here is your water management. So you'll see right now they have a hose because you can connect it right there, hot, cold water. And they also shipped it with a water pressure reducer there, an elbow. Why would they do the elbow? Is because you have a way to run your connections to your water supply right through a little port in the bottom here. But let's look in particular at the Nautilus water management system. This makes it so easy to decide where you get your water from, whether it be outside the trailer or the water tanks. And again, the capacities for your fresh water, your gray water, and your black water tanks, they're going to be in the description below. But if you want to pull water in from the outside, you set these according to the picture. If you want to use your onboard water tanks, set it according to the picture for that mode. If you want to winterize, you set it according to the picture. It's all graphically right there. So we really love the Nautilus system on any trailer that we carry that has them. And Forest River did us a solid by putting it in the PAUSE product. Again, lockable and good to go. Easy to understand dump situation. It's a bit protected. Some trailers that are off-roadish, these are not as protected, not as sealed up, but also look, if your direction of travel is this way, then these are behind this really nice powder-coated fender. They're up high, and this is your outlet here. More CNC work on the mud flap of all things. Really cool. Exhaust for that Truma system. This is a heavy duty ladder because the roof on this is a one-piece fiberglass roof, and you can totally walk up there, except you might have done what we have done on this one, put a whole lot of solar on it. Who wants to walk on your solar? But this one, as I discussed earlier, has a lot of solar. I believe it's 800 watts of solar on the roof, plus 2 more external solar panels that we will show you in a moment. There's that window over the dinette. This is your inlet for those external solar panels that you can set in the sun. If you're parked in the shade because that's where you want to be set up for that trip, just put those solar panels right there and you're good to go. Where are those solar panels? Right here in this deep, expansive pass-through storage. We have your shore power cord, we have cables to plug in the solar panels, 2 of these folding solar panels, and they are sturdy. Now, there's a switch on the wall way back in here. It's about 1 arm length in here, and it says air compressor. that air suspension needs to make sure that it has the air compressor at any given time to do your bidding, if you will. So this is where the air compressor is. So you can air up the tank, which I'll show you. And then you'll find some more of those little pulls or grab pulls right here. That way there is some equipment right about here on the inside of the trailer, and you might need access here. Just get your eyes on it, maintenance. Now there is a light right here, beautifully finished out. They really thought of you. Let's go on again. Nice seals, good solid door. We have latches that are very positive and lockable. Here's a nice badge to let you know that it has Garmin equipped. And look at this incredible front on this trailer. This is a good look. I mean, extruded metal, more CNC work, beautiful, great tongue box. This switch is really cool because it controls extending or retracting this Lippert gate defender jack down here. This is the first trailer I've ever seen here at Princess Craft that has this tongue jack system, and it's so cool. Look. So powerful, it's not even remotely struggling with the tongue weight on this. So really cool. Solid chains, your breakaway cable, your 7-way plug in holder. What is this? This is a new guy on the scene, and he is tough. This is a MORride 360 style hitch, but done in such a beefy way. I don't really know what to say beyond. Let's get our hands on it. This accepts a 2 5/16 ball, so rather large ball, and it has some features here. You can use a ball on a 360 style hitch. That's pretty much unheard of. Usually there's a unique coupler per hitch. Not here. You can use the hitch, the adjustable system that you already have, and you still get the left and right, but not only if you want it. Okay, so positive locking. It's not going anywhere right now, but if I move this, slide it, whoa, you saw that. So you see that you have so much movement in this direction, but you also have so much movement this way. I mean, more than I'm showing even. But if you want to lock it down for highway use, for any particular reason, you just pull this pin up, sets in place, and you're good to go. Look how simple this is and how heavy duty it is. You see how they have this Huck riveted or Huck screwed, I might be getting it wrong, but it is a MORride frame. Look at how this is put together. Beautifully clean, understandable, and so sturdy. This tongue box is lockable on top, and this top bin is open this way, and it's about 4 inches deep. Right now it just has a crank in it, has an assist on it, and there we go. Now here, not lockable because it has propane in it, and you need to have access to those tanks for any particular reason. Powder coated, nice, hinges all the way down. It's not just 1 or 2 or 3, it's full length. Great seal all the way around. 2 tanks, easy to access, open, close, exchange. And this is the air tank that your MORryde suspension utilizes right there. Again, easy to manage, and right here is a dial so you can get your eyes on how much pressure is in that tank at any given time. So we're going to close that up. You have lights on the rail at the top, which you control with that Garmin system inside. I may have missed showing you the light on the back, but it's back there. I have a gas port, which you can put anything that you want to cook with out here, but this PAUSE Reboot is equipped with the optional pass-through kitchen. Lockable, holds open, and let's look at what we have. Again, this just arrived, so still all packaged up. This is an Everchill refrigerator freezer. It has a few niceties in there. This is gas hose because this Greystone griddle, it can plug into that gas port I just showed you. And this sprayer goes right into this outlet right here. And as soon as you connect it, it's pressurized, but you do have the ability to dial this in to hot or cold. Once it's plugged in, you just turn it to hot, cold, good to go. Right now, I just turned it to hot, cold, and put it on my shoe. Now, there is more because there is a nice pull-out tray. Again, how do they put so many nice things in here? I might want this trailer. Okay, there is a table that mounts right here. It's got this weird little cutout in it. Fold these winglets out, use these studs right there. And this, I'm not gonna unpackage it, but it is a sink that pops open. You've seen the travel dishes and whatever that pop open. It sits right here. So that sprayer, along with this, you have an outdoor sink system, hot and cold water. And the top of this is a cutting board, but you also notice they have CNC'd in, once again, the PAUSE logos right there. It's like they found every place they could put a little bit extra, and they went for extra. Easy to use. These little winglets fold in beautifully. And we're going to put that away. Now this is an option amongst the many options that we see on this particular trailer. That's an option. If you don't get that option, all good and well, you have that much more space on your pass-through, and it is a lot. Let's see here. Beautiful door. Made in America. We're around the front. The sun finally came out on this somewhat chilly day in Central Texas, and I am very happy to finally see one of these on our lot because I've been interested. This is a PAUSE Reboot 19.6. It is a really great trailer for off-roading, off-gridding, getting way out there for a little while. And the thing is, they didn't really skimp on the bones, the things that matter. They went and they worked with MORride, which I think is very important to make sure that it will stand up over the course of time and over the course of many miles. It has been an absolute pleasure to show you this PAUSE Reboot 19.6. I did miss a lot, so check the video description down below. We'll see you next time.